Hey friends, how's it going? Today we're going to work on some self-care regarding our neck and shoulders and even our wrists. Um, Over time, holding tension with stress, life stress, world stress, whatever kind of stress you want to name, um, will affect our bodies. And so I'm hoping that this practice will help you bring a little relief, a little bit of relaxation, and more thriving to you and your day. So feel free to join me. And also, I'd like to just introduce that if you have a hand towel, grab a hand towel, roll it up, and this is going to be a prop that we will use to help us when we're laying down. And this is mostly going to be a laying down practice, but we're going to bring this hand towel to the back of our neck at one point, and it actually feels really good as a way to give yourself something of a massage as you press into it. All right, well, let's go ahead and begin. Let's go ahead and close your eyes in a seated position, whether it's a chair or whether it's on the floor. And no, we're going to move to the floor in just a moment. Long, deep breathing. And as you breathe, just go ahead and gently bring an intention for yourself. Be it more flexibility, more joy, peace, calm. Long, deep breathing. Just taking a moment to sort of tune into your spine. And again, whether you're sitting in a chair or whether you're on the floor, go ahead and just take a moment, move the spine, inhale your heart forward, exhale, round the spine. If we were on hands and knees, this would be cat-cows for our spines, but we just want to feel that movement, inhaling forward, exhaling round, as a way to just warm things up. Nice and easy. Okay. Good. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to just take a moment. We're going to take one hand and we're going to actually sit on it. So just slide it under your thigh or slide it under the sits bones. And it can be, palm can be facing up or it can be facing down. So whichever feels good for you. And maybe even just rocking back and forth until you find that ideal place. And what's nice about this is like we're working some pressure points. Maybe you're just sitting on your fingers. Maybe it's more the whole palm. But playing around with that and take a few deep breaths. How does that feel? What is that like? Rock a little bit back and forth. Stay with it and stay with that amazing inhale and exhale. Okay. Good. So find what feels best, and then what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen up, sit as tall as you can, and you're just going to gently lean away, so it's going to create a little bit of traction in your arm, and then you're going to just let the head fall away from that side, whichever side that is. Okay. Nice deep stretch. The other hand can just hang out in your lap. It can also be on the floor if you're on the floor. If you're just sitting in a chair, just have your hand there. Long deep breathing, staying with it. Allow the stretch to deepen. We're going to slowly rock back to center. Rock your torso a little bit side to side. Slide that hand out. okay, and just shake it out. Oh. Make a fist, and then spread those fingers out, make a fist. Okay, and now we're gonna roll those wrists and bring your arm out, either in front or out to the side, and just go ahead and make circles with your fist. If that feels too intense, keep your fingers open. Try to do the same. Make circles with your hand. Long, deep breathing. The key is breathe as you're doing the movement. Sigh it out. Remember, be kind to yourself in the process. If you need to bend your arm, bend your elbow, you can do that. And then we're going to go ahead and shake it out. Okay, other side. Maybe take a pause for a moment. Breathe. All right, other side. Other hand is going to go under and play with it. Play with palm facing down as you slide it under the thigh. As you straighten the arm, or the other way, just sit on the palm, whichever one. And find the place where you can create the most pressure on your palm. Maybe start to lean in towards that arm. So you'll amplify the weight that is happening on your hand, and that's stimulating these pressure points that are really great, amazing. And breathe through it. Let that breath help you make that present connection to the hand. Sigh it out. And maybe rocking back and forth. Maybe even do it the other way. And if you're able to do both ways, find the one that feels best. Long, deep breathing. And then we're going to go ahead and slowly sit on up, nice and tall. Start to create some length in that arm that you're sitting on, and slowly lean away from that arm, but you're still sitting on the arm. You're creating a little bit more stretch in the arm and in the neck area, and you want to find what feels gentle and easy. And at the same time, you're just finding that stretch. You want to go deep by allowing yourself some time and patience. So close the eyes, breathe in nice and deep. If you can find those sweet spots, stay there, breathe it through. You might make little micro movements to find it. And then we're going to go ahead, slowly come back to center, rock a little side to side. Sometimes it just takes a moment for the body to recenter itself. Go ahead, shake out the hand that you were sitting on, give it a squeeze, make a fist, then open it, reach the arm out, do the same thing, make a fist, open it up, and then go ahead and make circles with that fist. So make the fist, make the circles. If that feels like it's too much, keep the hands open, make the circles. Long, deep breathing. If you find even holding the arm out creates tension up in your neck and shoulder area, then you just want to drop it down and do that. Find what works for your body. Okay. Long, deep breathing. Sigh it out. Make some sound even. That helps shake it out. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and gently come to the mat. So if you were sitting in a chair, go ahead and come to the floor if you can. Or find a flat surface that you can lay down on. Bring the knees on up. Give your knees a squeeze. Rock it a little side to side. Long, deep breathing. Now, if your shoulders are rolled forward and let's say you have a little bit more of like a neck that is more far forward, you might find a pillow could be supportive here. But if you're able to stay on the floor and just lay flat, please try that. Okay, so rocking those knees side to side. We're going to bring them down. The feet come down, knees are bent. And let's give some kindness to our lower body first. And what you're going to do is just gently rock those knees a little side to side. Inhaling as the knees come to center. Exhale as they sway. Long, deep breathing. Maybe arms can rest on your belly or your center. Okay. Go to the other side. So really, this is like a fluid movement, but pause if it feels good and you can tend to something. Long, deep breathing. All right, gently bring those knees back to center. If you need to go a little further, go ahead and do so. What we're going to do is we want to kind of just tune into our spine and our shoulders. So bring those shoulder blades back. So you might press into the elbow. Press into the elbow to bring that shoulder down and back. The shoulder blade comes to its center. Other elbow goes down. You can just squeezing those shoulder blades together as much as you can. Arms down to your sides. And just notice if it feels like you want to bring your feet closer to your bum or if you want to walk them further away. I personally find to start, it's better to have them further away. And inhale, bring those hips up. And I want to really bring focus to the shoulder area, and so you want to anchor those shoulders down. And you want to feel, you'll make sure that the neck feels safe. Slowly bring those hips down, roll the spine down. Let's do a quick check of the neck. So you're going to bring a hand up and bring it up to the neck area, or maybe both hands up, and see if you can bring your fingers behind your neck and just notice the natural arch that is there. Okay. And so we're going to have one hand down and then one hand is just going to be up. We're going to repeat if it feels okay for the body. Inhale, hips up, and just kind of feeling that neck and arch area. Go ahead and bring the hips down. So bring them up, bring them down, check things out. The arms actually could be laying flat, but like I said, just one arm down, one arm's going to be up, and then we're going to switch sides. One hand is going to go underneath the head and neck, and if you can, bring the hand at the base of the skull, behind, at the base of the bony part, the bony fleshy part of your neck. Okay, go ahead and inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, roll the spine down. Let's switch sides. So one arm comes down, the other arm comes up. If you're able to rest the arm. And you're cradling your head. You might even bring it a little more forward. But you're cradling the neck area, but you're not lifting it yet. Inhale, hips up. Exhaling, hips down. Okay. All right. Now we're going to bring the arms out to the side, feeling into your shoulders. You might just do a little side roll if that feels safe. Come to center. Inhale, press those into those feet, lift the hips up. Find a couple long inhales and exhales. Outer edges of the shoulders should be pressing down into the mat or into the floor, into the surface that you are at. Slowly bring the hips down. Okay. Go ahead and rock those knees side to side. And now we're going to go ahead, just gently take a moment. Bring both hands underneath your head. Now this is where you can also use a towel. So just as a suggestion, But let's go ahead and let's try to do it without the towel. First, we're going to bring the hands underneath the head, and it's like you're pulling up to do a sit-up, except we're not. We're mostly bringing awareness now to the neck and back area. So just lifting up. We don't really press hard. Engage that core, but feel into the neck area. And we're going to slowly bring the head back down. If you have that hand towel, we're going to go ahead and gently bring this underneath the head. You might lift up, bring it back and around. Move your hair out of the way if you have hair to move out of the way. And then this should be snug around the neck area. And you're going to just slowly lift it up. Move your hands up, like as if they're going to go above the head, slight traction, and then just lift. Long, deep breathing. And slowly bring it down and just feeling here. Maybe just roll a little side to side, supporting your neck here. So you're not really turning too much. Exhaling to each side. All right, and if you're able to, we're going to slide those arms up. Again, if you don't have a towel, you want to see if you can create a little bit of space so you're getting a deeper stretch. Oops. Going to go ahead and bring those arms up, and then slowly lift those hips up. So we're in bridge. Both arms are up, and you keep pulling up just a little bit so you deepen the stretch and length here, just a little, and exhaling down. Nice and slow. You might do this a few more times if it feels good for you. Inhaling up, you just have like you're growing taller. And exhaling down. Long, deep breathing as you do the movements of hips up and down. All right. One more time. I'm going to go ahead and bring your arms down. Okay, bring the knees in close. Give yourself a hug. Maybe bring the head up and just feeling into the back. Side to side. Okay. All right, we're going to roll over onto one side. You're going to press on up. Good. And then we're going to go ahead and come to a tabletop just for a moment. So bringing awareness now to our wrists again, neck and shoulders. Let's go ahead and take a moment. We're going to spread those palms nice and wide. Put them down into the floor. And we're just going to go ahead and do some cat-cows. Bend those elbows just a bit as you spread those hands. Maybe come down and up, being mindful of the wrists. And we're going to go ahead, round the spine, and then inhale and exhale. Rounding, inhale, arching the back. All right, go ahead and slowly come to center, sway a little side to side. See if you can look over one arm, one shoulder, and then go ahead and go to the other side. You should feel the outer edges of the hips as you gently pause on each side. So more of a movement. If you can breathe and stay in more stillness, that can help open and move that energy throughout the body. Open up, have good circulation, hopefully. Long, deep breathing. Go ahead, slowly come back to center. Go ahead and curl those toes under if you're able to. Let's go ahead and sit on those feet just for a moment. We're going to sit up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to interlace the fingers. Reach those arms back and forth. Maybe sway a little side to side. Long, deep breathing. Okay, gently coming to a gentle, easy seated pose in a chair or crossing the legs. All right. Let's come into some long, deep breathing. All right, and this completes our short yoga practice for today for neck, shoulders, and wrists. I hope you all have an amazing day. Thank you so much for sharing the practice. Namaste.